Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Alex Reyes will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Oh, Alex Reyes, one of the big arms, young up-and-coming arms in the game of baseball. Great fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Powerhouse slider, and I mean a true slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you can see why. When you watch this guy pitch, you'll know early on. If you see a lot of swings and misses early, Alex Reyes could be in for a really strong night.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. Reyes is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty V. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. Now the 2-1 pitch. Dyson off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 3-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen in the league that can swing the bat well and hit home runs, but he was at the top of the heap. I love watching him swing.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot.
And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Now the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Set to get his day started, A.J. Pollock. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get one in the zone yet.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Lamb leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded to short. DeYoung's got it. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Arizona's on top, 1-0. Taijuan Walker starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Listen, the sky has been the limit for Taijuan Walker, and I've been saying this, and I'll continue to say it. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when Taijuan Walker gives up on himself. Big, strong guy, 95 to 97 miles an hour. Good, clean, soft mechanics. Good overhand curveball. His changeup has gotten better. This could be one of the up-and-coming right-handed pitching stars in the game of baseball.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 fouled away. The 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Dyson's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Previously with Taijuan Walker, he's 1 for 4. And this is bounced foul near the secret weapon, Jose Oquendo, in the third base coaching box. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Pollard. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Chris Owings. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Owings aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag. Runners back. So 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Pitch on its way to Avila. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch. Missed with a breaking ball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Marte carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A line shot to second, out there, on to first, and they get the double play. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. D-backs lead it 1-0. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. skied into straightaway right. Dyson on the run. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's dead center for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And now a pitch on the way. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Splitter, 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Peralta. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now. Now at the plate, Jed Jerko, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Walker comes set. First pitch on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Carpenter at second with 2 down. 3-0 now. Ready with the 3-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Cards leave 1. It remains 1-0. A great look at the famous Gateway Arch here this afternoon. 630 feet high and a symbol of this great Midwestern city. Up next for Arizona, Taijuan Walker, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Dyson, originally from Mississippi. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle, and the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball just a bit high.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
The 2-1. Grounded to the right. Wong gets to it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready for another chance? Paul Goldschmidt earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
One ball and one strike for the Diamondbacks first baseman. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's 2-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming on is Fowler. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they're on top 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called strike over the outside corner. Previously with Taijuan Walker, he's got a 3-for-7 line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak chopper up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
In now, Alex Reyes. And he puts it on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And quickly, there are 2 away.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here is softly hit down the line to third. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Walker peers in. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jake Lamb, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Pollock comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. A changeup over the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Owings.
Standing in, Chris Owings reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
From a hitter's perspective, you knock the donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Lamb over at second. Pollock at first with no outs. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And that is into right field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Diamondbacks have extended their lead now 5-0.
This is an example of an inning that just gets away from you. A couple of innocent hits, a walk, and the next thing you know, he's watching them all trot around the bases. You don't always see a lot of runs scored in this sport, but sometimes they can be put up in a hurry.
Into the box, Taijuan Walker. As he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball, 1-0.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. 4 runs here in this half inning. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Gerard Dyson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A windup and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Pham has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the damage from the D-backs happened here on this grand slam. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2 lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Tommy Pham waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in standing. Another look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch out, nothing doing, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. The 1-1 home. Line hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Here's Matt Carpenter, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
A pause and the 0-2. Count remains at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Ground ball right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Carpenter is on his way home. And it's not in time. He's safe, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Jed Jerko now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Goldschmidt might try to make a play on it. Walker comes set, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. The 1-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Marte ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 4 full. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Cardinals 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 55, Dominic Leone.
Striding in once again, David Peralta. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
David Peralta.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Cut fastball is in for a strike. 2-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. Fowler is there. 2 down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Carpenter is there for it. And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Cardinals 3. Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Lifted the other way to left center. Marte is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Colton Wong. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. On its way is pitch number 75. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here for Colton Wong. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. One out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Pham. A fly out and a single for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 0-1 pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Ready for another shot now. Paul DeYoung, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pham is off at first with 2 away. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Don't make your manager be the bad guy in this situation. I know you struggled a little bit right here. You got to find a way to get through this 5th inning and qualify for that win.
Walker comes set. Here's the 1-1. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Matt Bowman is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Matt Bowman.
Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Sliders in for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Owings.
Leadoff man set down, and here's Chris Owings. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. One 0 count. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. He was laid off, and the count runs full. Alex Avila will be next. Line towards center field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch on its way to Avila. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Fowler. 2 down.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte will stand in yet again, and if you weren't with us earlier, let's take another look. This was back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded. A grand slam and definitely the big blow of the ball game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. A ball and a strike. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Cue shot here out towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Arizona. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Digging in to try it again. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter singled home a run in his last time up.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arizona, number 40, Andrew Chapin.
First pitch on its way. He's running. swing and a hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Martin, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. Runners at the corners here. Nobody out. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Oh, and a huge strikeout there, as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this is a base hit, as that'll get the tying run home from third, and the Cardinals have drawn even here. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch 1-out double to bring one home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
In now, Yadier Molina. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Molina is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Pollock to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Jose Martinez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 38, Jose Martinez.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Line drive into the corner. And not in time as the run scores. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He went deep last time up. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Three runs already home here. There's a swing and a miss. Says, oh my goodness. He loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. Ready with the 0-2. This is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Your attention, please. These changes for Arizona. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot. Number 66. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot. Number 13. Nick Ahmed.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Looking at his career totals, Fowler has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Now the 1-0 to first. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Diamondbacks 5. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 27, Brett Cecil.
Now batting, Nick Ahmed. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings. Here's Gerard Dyson. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready once again, David Peralta. He's hitless in 3. At bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Ahmed, the runner at second with 1 away. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Two and two.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Here now the 2-2. And, oh, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Digging in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Diamondbacks 6. Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Pham. He singled his last time up.
Tommy Pham.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. This one's down to third. And there's a base hit. So a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
A runner at second, nobody out. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Got him to go down swinging there. Paul DeYoung is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Here's Matt Carpenter, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And that one stayed up a little high. 1-0 pitch on the way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right, but foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder, number 23.
Ready for another shot now. Marcell Ozuna. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike. Pham on third with 2 out. Fourth ball right by him. 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Luke Gregerson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Luke Gregerson.
Jake Lamb standing in now. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson. He's got a 3-for-5 line. He also has 1 home run.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Pulled toward right center field. Pham is there, and he has it for the first out. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. 0-1 pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Jerko calls for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, second baseman, Chris Owings.
Here's Chris Owings now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Archie Bradley is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Archie Bradley.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Third baseman, Jed Jerko.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A called strike over the outside corner. Bradley, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was a 1st-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Line to the right side, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Jerko gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is flared out towards second, and that's in there, base hit. And he is in there, and that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
First and second here with nobody out. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? One there, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Here's Colton Wong now. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes. Just missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 is looked at for a called strike. Two outs here with a runner at third. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Well, I think after that foul away,
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1 as they still cling to a 7-6 lead. Greg Holland comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Greg Holland.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Number 5, Alex Avila.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Pitch on its way to Avila. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Steven Souza will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 28, Steven Souza.
And he lays off there 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hot shot down the line. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Daniel Descalso will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Pham on the move, and he tracks it down, and this ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Redbirds rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Matt Bowman gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Greg Holland closes the door for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score this afternoon, Burton for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Cardinals snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-6. Heading into the day, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, while the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The Friars got a win over the Astros in Houston 2-1. At the start of the day, the Astros are in 1st place in the AL West. and the Padres sit in 4th place in the National League West. The Colorado Rockies finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 7-3. It was their 5th straight victory. As of today, the Rockies sit in 1st place in the National League West Division, while the Braves sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined for a 4-hitter as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-0. In the standings, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, and the Dodgers are 2nd in the division. The Nats completed a short 2-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-4. Entering the day's action, the Nationals sit atop the NL East, while the Mets are 3rd in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the visiting Marlins 11-7. At the start of the day, the Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East, and the Marlins are 3rd in the division. The Milwaukee Brewers nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-1. As of right now, the Brewers sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, and the Cubs are atop the division. The Pittsburgh Pirates sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-0. Heading into the day, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, and the Reds are at the bottom of the division. The Baltimore Orioles took down the Yankees in the Bronx 8-3. CC Sabathia came away with a loss on the mound despite striking out 13 batters in the game. As of today, the Yankees are in last place in the AL East, while the Orioles are 2nd in the division. The Red Sox got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Rays 5-3. At the start of the day, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, while the Rays are 3rd in the division. The White Sox finished off a 2-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-1. Entering the day's action, the White Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, while the Tigers are 4th in the division. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. Heading into the day, the Indians are in 1st place in the AL Central, and the Royals are 2nd in the division. The Mariners completed a short 2-game sweep as they pulverized the Twins 12-2. As of today, the Twins are in last place in the AL Central, while the Mariners are in 3rd place in the AL West. The A's got 18 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 9-4. In the standings, the Angels are in 2nd place in the AL West, and the Athletics are 4th in the division. The Texas Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4. At the start of the day, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Blue Jays are leading the AL East. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.